update. It is Tuesday the 17th of February and I've got a few little things to update you guys on, so let's get into it. So first off, I guess the main thing that everyone wants to know is where I'm up to and what is the plan for egg pickup. And I am happy to say that finally I am booked for egg pickup, and that is going to be tomorrow. So I'm very excited about that. It's going to be in the morning. I think I have to be there at about 8 o'clock, 8:30, and I'm scheduled to go into theatre at 10:30. I don't know if I've really discussed this with you guys, but in terms of egg pickup, what my clinic do in order to keep the cost down is to not put you under general anaesthetic in order to do the egg pickup. So if you wanted to go under a general anaesthetic, it costs about $500 just to be put to sleep for like 10-15 minutes so that they can go in and pick up the eggs and you aren't awake for the procedure. What my clinic does is they routinely just give everybody, I think it's Valium and nitrous oxide, which is like the gas that you breathe on. So we're doing it that way. I'm not really too worried about it being overly painful. I do think my pain threshold is pretty good, and I'm more than happy to save that $500 for something more important. I mean, being put to sleep for such a short amount of time doesn't really seem worth it to me, because once you had a general anaesthetic, I tend to feel pretty crappy afterwards. When I wake up from a general anaesthetic, I'm normally quite upset and teary, and it just leaves you feeling really gross and groggy and yucky. So, I mean, for any other procedure, I'm more than happy to go under a general anaesthetic for, but for this, I'm happy to just see how we go with the Valium and the gas. And I think they might also give you something else, some sort of other pain relief. So we'll see how we go with that. It does mean that I have already triggered, so I triggered last night at 9:30. You have to be very specific about the time of triggering, so it has to be 37 hours before egg pickup. So I did that last night. I'll insert a clip of that for you guys now. I don't know if I've mentioned this to you guys, but I've actually filmed all of my injections that I've done. So every morning I set up the camera and film the injections, because eventually I want to put them all together and make like a little montage thing, so of me doing all my injections and then hopefully like of my belly growing. I think that would be really cute. So I've definitely got all of them on my computer. But I haven't really included all of them because it's pretty boring. It's just me doing the same thing every day. But I just thought I'd include that little clip of me doing my trigger. You can see I was doing my happy dance because it was my last one. Overall, the trigger injection was fine. I was really worried that it was going to sting, but it really didn't, and it was quite like a bit of solution. It's probably like that much of the solution that you have to actually inject. Like you wind it up forever, as you would have seen. But yeah, it was completely fine. Felt really like barely anything, so that's good. In terms of symptoms so far, I did feel a little bit funny after it, but I don't know if that was because I was like a little bit nervous, a little bit excited, that I just got my heart rate up. But I did feel like maybe slightly dizzy, a bit funny afterwards, but nothing really too substantial. Today I just felt really tired and I've had a bit of a headache, so definitely need to try and increase my water intake, and I've also had a Powerade today to try to just stay hydrated. I still feel quite full in my tummy, but other than that, like, I've been feeling pretty good. I went to the gym last night and had a really good workout. With my gym, I'm trying to be really mindful of not doing too much versus not doing enough. So I think it's really important that I do keep working out. I just think it's important to get all the blood flowing, and in a way it's just my way to get my mind off what's happening, and it's, you know, an hour a day where I can just focus on something else. And, you know, on Thursdays is boxing, so I can just lay into the bags and just feel really a lot better about everything. So I think it's really important I continue that. I'm just doing it at my own pace. So for other people, they might be doing like lifting heavier weights and they might be doing a quicker repetition. I just do it at my own pace and really listen to my body, and if I start to hurt, then I stop, or whatever I need to do to get through the session. My trainer is really lovely. Honestly, he's the nicest guy. He knows what I'm going through. I've kept him in the loop about it all. He finds the whole thing really fascinating. So he's really good with everything. He knows not to push me too far, and he knows that we've kind of got like a mutual respect for each other, that he'll listen to me when I say I'm not comfortable doing that, and he knows there's a reason why I'm not doing that. So I think that's really good that we've got that relationship and that he knows what I'm going through. Apart from that, I mean, this week has been such a busy week at work. I'm just walking through the door like literally 15 minutes ago, and it's almost 6 o'clock at night. I started work at 7:30, and I walked through the door and I got a call from a lady to say that she was in labour and that I might have to head back to the hospital. Thankfully, though, I work in a team of 5, so one of the other girls is going to head back in purely because I can only work for 12 hours, and I've already, like, almost worked 10 hours. So if I was to go back in, I could only go in for like 2.5 hours, then I would have had to call one of the other girls in anyway. So that kind of worked out a little bit good, because I didn't really, like, you know, you just get home, you don't really want to have to, like, turn around and go back to work again. But you know, it's just part of the job. Really crazy busy at the moment because we've got like loads of ladies due and loads of ladies that are like in early labour or looking like they're going to have their babies in the next few days. So I think it's going to be really, really crazy. So I'm taking tomorrow off, and then I go back to work Thursday. So hopefully they can hold off till then. And then Friday, if we're having an embryo transfer, we'll just have to wait and see how we go with that. I don't think I've actually mentioned this to you guys, but in case you haven't worked out, I am a midwife. I kind of had avoided mentioning that before. I don't know why. I think it's gonna become pretty evident once I get pregnant that I'm a midwife, because I'm gonna know a hell of a lot of stuff. I think I know too much, which is quite worrying for myself, but that's what I do for a living, hence why I'm on call and have lots of ladies to look after and lots of babies. But it does make it really hard going through IVF when you're surrounded by pregnant women all day long and babies that are really, really cute. Very, very cute. But I absolutely love my job. So if all things go well, I will be going back to the clinic on Friday to have an embryo put back in, assuming of course that when I go there tomorrow everything's well and they're able to collect eggs and that they fertilise. So the nurse had actually made like a really like big bold point on my form to say that they have to scan me before I go in for my egg pickup, and I don't think that's something they do routinely. So now I'm a little bit worried that they're doing that because they think that my eggs aren't going to be there anymore. I don't know. I just need to stop thinking about it. But she did say that the follicles that I do have have grown heaps. So I don't know if that is because I've stayed on the injections for longer or what it was from. But like I said, I've been doing that meditation every night and it has made me so relaxed to the point where I am so sore like in here, and the only thing I can contribute to, like my lips are just really dry and cracked, and the only thing that I can think that would have caused that was the fact that for the last few nights I've woken up with my mouth wide open, like I was that dead to the world asleep that my mouth was just like open and I was drooling, and yeah, so that's kind of gross and really, really sore. but it just means that I've been sleeping so well, which has been so lovely, because who doesn't love sleep? I'm normally a person that loves sleep, so I'm really happy to be sleeping well. I'm pretty sure that's all I had to tell you guys about. I will be back on Friday with more of an update, and I'll let you know how things went on Wednesday, whether we got any eggs, whether or not they fertilized, and by then I may even have the embryo already in me. So stay tuned for that, and I'll talk to you guys then. Bye!